Welcome back to our official Maury Poll countdown of James Bond's greatest hits.
Now you're on this. I hope we're going to have some gratuitous sex and violence.
I certainly hope so, too.
In 1983, a rival unofficial film, Never Say Never Again, showed that even with the return of Sean Connery as 007, without Bond music, it just isn't Bond.
You certainly know you're watching an unofficial Bond film. They weren't allowed to use certain elements, like the Walther PPK, they weren't allowed to use the Aston Martin.
My word, they don't make them like this anymore.
And perhaps most damagingly of all, they couldn't use that theme tune.
James Bond as a film concept is inseparable from the James Bond theme.
So good.
Everything in it says Bond movie.
Certainly does.
But you were somehow kept away from the ultimate Bondness of it, I think, by the absence of that music. You're kind of watching an action movie with someone called James Bond in it, and I think it's different.
To counter the lack of Bond music, the producers wanted a big singer with a big voice, who every now and then might get a little bit angry and just a little bit wild.
I got that. I was really, wow, a James Bond theme, and I was so excited to be part of this, And then I listened to it and I was really deflated, There wasn't anything you could do with that song, I didn't think, I really didn't like it. And I thought, well, it's going to stand out like a sore thumb for only one reason. It's a bit of a naff song,
You walk in a room, a woman can feel the heat.
Knocked back by Bonnie, the producers approached little-known Latin pop singer Lani Hall.
You've got the greatest franchise in movie history. You have your pick of performers. And all you can say is, I don't know who Lani Hall is, but she must have been related to one of the filmmakers. Somebody's girlfriend, I suppose.
But even husband and wife team Lani Hall and Herb Alpert weren't convinced of the song's license to thrill.
Well, Never Say Never probably shouldn't have been a Bond theme to begin with. Although the recording was great, and the singer was fantastic.
When I saw that opening and heard my voice and, heard how the song kind of matched it didn't actually match for me, is what I noticed. I just didn't think that the music was the right music for that particular opening.
They were hampered immediately because they were trying to do different opening credits. And there was no naked girl swimming across the screen. You're immediately going, this isn't a Bond film. In fact, there was a man running through some bushes or something.
Never Say Never Again failed to chart on either side of the Atlantic.
The song was not a memorable song. I like the chorus. Never, never say never again, never. I like that was a nice hook. They should have put that right up front or something.
It's not something you turn down lightly, a James Bond theme, But they did. And in some ways, I regret not doing it. But it was the right decision in the end.
I'll take you, I'll make you.
Diamonds are forever.